भक्ति वेदांता स्वामिने ते नामिने नमयो विष्णुपादाय श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांता स्वामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे
निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद
कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरे
कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरे
कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरे
कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरे
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hari Bol! Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Jayo Jayo Prabhupada 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 Prabhupada
Hare Krishna. So I would like to welcome everybody for this Sankirtan Awards program. I would like to especially welcome His Grace Jivanath Prabhu. Haribo! His Grace Kripani Prabhu. Haribo! His Grace Brajabilas Prabhu.
Haribo!
And all of you as well. Haribo! So Mayapur is a very special and wonderful place. There's a lot of very spectacular and great service going here in Mayapur. And for most of the visitors, they only notice certain opulences of Mayapur, like a very exceptional and amazing deity worship, for example. A very extraordinary construction projects. The biggest temple in the world is being constructed here in Mayapur. That is something which we all very easily can notice. However, Mayapur is also a temple which is very dedicated to book distribution. In fact, Mayapur is one of the biggest preaching temples in the world and one of the most successful book distribution in the world. Haribo! And of course, because there is so much nice preaching and so much nice book distribution, then all the other programs here in Mayapur, such as deity worship, or construction of the Temple of Vedic Planetarium, or development of the master plan of Mayapur can happen. Without preaching, there is no life in this movement. Without this book distribution, there is no preaching. So we have assembled here today to celebrate book distribution, book distributors, and hopefully get inspired so that this book distribution will not only go on, but will keep increasing. So we have a short program today. So we will now have short talks from our senior devotees and various book distributors. This will be followed by awards distribution to the top book distributors of Mayapur. Then after that we will have a vote of thanks and prasad distribution. Where is the prasad distribution? Panchatattva. Outside on the Panchatattva Kotya. So we are very, very fortunate here in Mayapur because we have 10 buses which go out regularly to distribute Srila Prabhupada's books. 10 buses, a biggest traveling Sankirtan party in the world. 10 buses. Haribo! We have over 100 devotees in our Sankirtan department, which is a very wonderful and inspiring division of Mayapur. And we are also very fortunate because we have many senior devotees coming to Mayapur for so-called retirement. However, when they come here to Mayapur to retire, they just can't. The nectar of book distribution is too strong to sit and retire. So we are very lucky to have two devotees with us. Jivanath Prabhu next to me is Jivanath Prabhu, who is originally from US. He is initiated and greatly blessed by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And from the day one when he joined, he has been distributing books, Srila Prabhupada's books, till today. He is leading one of our book distribution groups. And he is very, very dedicated and enthusiastic about this service. Jivanath Prabhu ki! So I will request Jivanath Prabhu to share his wisdom, his enthusiasm, and his inspiration with all of us. Thank you, Jivanath Prabhu.
Do we have a translator?
Translation?
Failed to get a translator.
Not necessary translator, Jivanath Prabhu.
Less time.
Translator not necessary, it's festival. Lots of Hindi, English, other people. You just go ahead with the translation.
I'm good.
Keep it short.
Very short. I gotta stand up. Okay. Hare Krishna! Well, like Subhakshana Prabhu said, that I have a short speech to tell you. And how did I become a devotee? Well, I found out about Krishna consciousness, moved in the temple, got shaved up that day. Haribo. Start again. Okay, so I found out about Krishna consciousness. Does everybody understand me? Who understands what I'm saying? There's a few people here? Okay, there's only a few people who understand. All right. I'll talk to those who understand, and the rest just look at my face and I'll smile and you can pick up on that. So I joined the temple, moved in the temple on a Friday. I got shaved up on a Friday, given the sheets to wear, and the next day I was asked if I wanted to go out on book distribution. I hadn't read anything but Bhagavad Gita. I wasn't chanting Hare Krishna on my beads. I just decided that this philosophy works, so I moved in. And the next day, I was given not a bead bag, a book bag. a book bag. I was told this is the most important thing you will have. And I carried this book bag with lots of heavy books for 7 years. And if I get a chest x-ray, they say to me, "Oh, did you used to deliver the mail because your shoulders are lopsided?" I say, "I earned that. I distributed Prabhupada's books, and I carried as many as I could in the bag. So now I walk around like this, because I'm used to having a book bag. But I don't have a book bag anymore. So I'm trying to straighten back up again. But this is my badge of honor. From day one, as a Hare Krishna devotee, I distributed books. And now I can say 47 years later, that's why I'm here. Because Prabhupada said, "Hey, you did something for me. I'm not letting you go." So he says, "You gotta come. You gotta go to Mayapur. You gotta get everybody enthusiastic to distribute books." Who here has ever distributed one of Srila Prabhupada's books? Raise your hands. Right. We're in the minority here. What's going on? But here's the key. And I did this last time. I'm going to promote what I do. And I do Harinam Sankirtan. It's a very special mood out there. I mentioned yesterday during my little Kirtan Mela spot that we are the street dogs. We are not the house dogs. We don't get invited into the house. We're out on the street. People just walk by and look. Oh, there's those street Harinam guys. But we started distributing books out there. And now we get people to chant and we give them books. This is like the best thing going. We say, "Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna! Here's a book." It's that easy. I say, "Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna! Take a book." And that's how we distribute. So everybody can do this. It's so easy. You can be walking around campus here in Mayapur, and you bring a few books with you, and you just say, "Hare Krishna." And people will smile. "Oh, Hare Krishna, look what I got for you." It's one of Prabhupada's books. And you'll be amazed how people will go, "No, no, no, no. Don't want it. Don't want Krishna. I only came here to see the big temple. I'm not, what's the book about?" They will be inquisitive. They'll thinking, something must be happening here because they're building a big temple. There's thousands of devotees here. How did they all get here? There's people from like 20 different countries here. How did we get here? What is the link that brought us all here? Well, of course, it's number one, chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. And the second thing would be, and do we have any books here? We're doing a book distribution award ceremony and there are no books. Go figure. There's not even one book. Does somebody have a book I can just show what the books look like? All the way over there. You have to go to the bookstore. Okay, let's pretend. Since nobody understands me anyway, I'm holding Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita as it is right here. This is such a special book. Can you just see? Inside, let's look through. Look at all the beautiful pictures that explain everything about spiritual life. And that's why everybody is so attracted. Because Prabhupada translated these books to convince us to chant. So that's why these books are important. We chant, we read Prabhupada's books, and we give the mantra to others, we give the books to others, and guess what? Your life is complete. It's that simple. It's really that simple. Of course, on the side, you have to hold it. You take a little prasadam, you know, but the most important thing is the chanting of Hare Krishna. And the louder you do it, the better it is. The chanting of Hare Krishna. I'm talking about the chanting of Hare Krishna. and the distribution of books. Srila Prabhupada ki!
Haribol! Hari, 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 haribol. Thank you very much, Jivanath Prabhu. So next speaker is His Grace Kripani Prabhu. So he also recently moved to Mayapur. He's a disciple of Srila Prabhupada from Canada and US. So as soon as he arrived in Mayapur, he started his own book distribution party here with devotees. He goes regularly to Calcutta, and his group is very, very successful in distributing books, both here in Mayapur and in Calcutta. So I will request Prabhu to share a couple of words of wisdom with us. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Kripani Prabhu has been distributing books for 50 years non-stop.
Very difficult to follow up on Jivanath Prabhu's presentation. Very, what you might call motivational speaker. Very enthusiastic about serving Srila Prabhupada. And Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj, I've known him since I was in New Delhi in the 80s. And he's very dedicated and scholarly Vaishnava. So every time I met Srila Prabhupada, who was in America, the first time I met him was 1972, June 6th. And the first thing he said at the airport when he came in, "You must distribute my books." He kept stressing books. Every time we met Prabhupada during Bhagavatam class, at the end of the class, Srila Prabhupada, "And you must distribute my books. Distribute books, distribute books, distribute books." And that's been quoted in all our newsletters. We shouldn't rest until every household in India and around the whole planet has a Srimad Bhagavatam set. That is our purpose. That is our goal. Srimad Bhagavatam sets key. So, the day I joined, the next day was Monday. And these devotees, they took me, I was still not shaved up. I had long hair, hippie type clothing. Brought me downtown Canada, Vancouver. And we were distributing the holy name, Harinam Sankirtan, and so many people were coming around us. And this lady from Australia, she asked me for a book. And I gave her a Back to Godhead, and she gave me a nice donation. That was on February 17, 1972. Srila Prabhupada book distribution key. So one time I remember Srila Prabhupada, he said, "All you boys and girls," we were only 20, 21 years old. He said, "You've given your lives. You've given your lives to help me serve my spiritual master, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur." And when he was saying that, he said, "You've sacrificed your entire lives for me." And Prabhupada, there's tears coming to his eyes. Prabhupada was so full of compassion, and first of all, full of love for God, Lord Krishna, and therefore so full of compassion for the fallen souls. And he also said that if we conquer America, everyone's copying America. Everyone's trying to be like America. Technological advancement, economic advancement. He says if we conquer America, we'll conquer the entire world. So that's perhaps why Krishna brought Prabhupada to New York City. And sitting on the sidewalk, he started the entire movement, which is now spread all over the world. Pritiviti Achayata Nagaradi Gram Sarvacha Patroya Hoibe Moranam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has predicted this, and so we must give our entire lives to the distribution of Srila Prabhupada's books key. Hare Krishna.
Haribo. Kripani Prabhu ki. 50 years of transcendental book distribution ki jai. Jai Nitai Go Premanandi Hari Hari Bo. Golden Jubilee of transcendental book distribution ki. Kripani Prabhu ki.
One more time.
Thank you, Prabhu. Very touching realizations. So we have with us also today His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj. Haribo. So of course many of you are visiting to Mayapur, so you may not know, but Maharaj is an all-time Mayapur book distributor. Haribo. In fact, till today, Maharaj distributes a lot of books through his various preaching efforts. And, well, he knows very much that the preaching Shakti comes from book distribution. So Maharaj has quarters, Maharaj's room is in our Sankirtan building. Maharaj lives with the Sankirtan devotees. Haribo! So I've mentioned to you that here in Mayapur we have 10 buses. We have over 100 book distributor. Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj, he was instrumental in setting such a systematic and well-defined book distribution program here in Mayapur. And for that, all Mayapur devotees and Mayapur management, we are eternally indebted to His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj. Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj ki!
Hare Krishna. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamine Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschati Dasitarine. So previously Prabhu said that the day they joined ISKCON, next day they went on book distribution. যেই দিন ইসকনে যোগদান করেছে তার পরের দিন গ্রন্থ বিতরণে গেছেন। কিন্তু আমি এখানে এক মাস থাকলাম নিউ ভক্ত প্রোগ্রাম করে, তারপরে গুরু মহারাজ আমাকে এক মাস পরে বুক ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন নিয়ে গেছেন। বাট আই ওয়েন্ট থ্রু নিউ ভক্ত প্রোগ্রাম 1 month, দেন আই ওয়েন্ট আউট অন বুক ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন। সো দাস মাই লাইফ স্টার্টেড উইথ বুক ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন। গ্রন্থ বিতরণের জীবন শুরু হলো। আই ওয়াজ ভুবনেশ্বর টেম্পল প্রেসিডেন্ট for 4 or 5 years, but I used to stay only 3-4 days in temple, and all the time I was on the road distributing books. Bhubaneswar যখন প্রেসিডেন্ট ছিলাম 2-3 দিন মাসে থাকতাম মন্দিরে, বাকি সব সময় আমি বুক ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন করতাম। তো বুক ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন খুব গুরুত্বপূর্ণ একটি বিষয়। আমরা জীবনাথ প্রভুর জীবনী থেকে শ্রবণ করলাম যে কিভাবে শ্রীল প্রভুপাদ ভগবত গীতার জ্ঞানকে মানুষের জীবনে প্রয়োগ করেছেন। How Prabhupada has applied the teachings of Bhagavad Gita in human's life. We could understand that from the explanation given by Jivanath Prabhu. That anybody comes in contact with the Prabhupada, from the day one, he engaged him in devotional service. When I joined ISKCON, his mood was like that. Anybody comes, let them clean the pots. It was like that, devotional service. যে কেউ আসবে প্রথম দিন থেকে প্রভুপাদকে ভক্তিমূলক সেবায় লাগাতেন। Not only that, he used to engage the people in a service. By doing his service, Krishna said, nobody is dear to me and nobody will become dear like that in future also. So that is distributing Bhagavad Gita. So we are very, very indebted to Srila Prabhupada, that through book distribution, what change he has brought all over the world. So much so, Prabhupada not only engaged us in Bhagavad Gita distribution, he also engaged India Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Gita distribution. He went to China, he distributed Gita, Bhagavad Gita there also. It became very big news. And now, because of this marathon, every year, I don't know how many lakhs books going to different people's house. And what a great change this will bring to the whole world. Because Prabhupada's Gita explanation is not some, there are so many Gita explanations. Prabhupada Gita is not one of those. It's very special. The Prabhupada Gita খুব গুরুত্বপূর্ণ, যে লক্ষ লক্ষ গীতা ম্যারাথনে যাচ্ছে, যে পৃথিবীর বিরাট পরিবর্তন আনবে, কেননা প্রভুপাদের গীতা আরও অনেক গীতা আছে, আর অনেক গীতার মধ্যে এই একটা গীতা নয়। হ্যাঁ, প্রভুপাদ খুব বুদ্ধি করে একটা নাম দিয়ে, গীতা বলে নাম দেয় না, গীতা যথাযথ, তাই না? তো কিছু কিছু লোকেরা আছে বললে, আমি বলি গীতা গীতা লাগবে, বলে কোন গীতা লাগবে? না, যথাযথ গীতা লাগবে। ওরা বুঝতে পেরেছে, মানে যথাযথ গীতাটা বিশেষ গীতা বলে লোকেরা বুঝতে পেরেছে। So people very, Srila Prabhupada very smart way, he put the name Bhagavad Gita as it is. So now that is distinguished between the Gita and Gita as it is. So people are asking now, I want Jatha Gita, no, the as it is Gita. So very interesting. So we are blessed by Srila Prabhupada to be here in Sri Dham Mayapur, and our boys very tirelessly, whole world they do marathon for 1 month. সারা বিশ্বতে 1 মাসের মারাথন হয়, কিন্তু সিধা মায়াপুরে আমাদের কোনো মারাথন, ডিসেম্বর মারাথন বলে কিছু নেই। উই ডোন্ট ডু ডিসেম্বর মারাথন বিকজ আর হোল ইয়ার ইজ মারাথন। সারা বছর আমাদের ছেলেরা মারাথনই করতে থাকে, বুক ডিসকাশন করতে থাকে। সো দ্যাট ইজ ভেরি ইউনিক। তা I don't want to take more time speaking because we should recognize the devotees. They have given so much of their energy, their attention, their steadiness in distributing books. So we should see them, we should reward them, we should pray for them, we should bless them, we should thank them. No? And I am very, very thankful to Jivanath Prabhu and also Kripani Prabhu. How old are you? How old are you? 69, 70 years old. 70 বছর বয়স। যখন কথা বলছিল বুঝতে পারছিলেন 70 বছর বয়স হবে? এ কথা বলছে না, দাঁড়িয়েছে নাচছে নাচছে। হ্যাঁ, এটা প্রভুপাদের বিশেষ কৃপা যে এরকম প্রভুপাদ তার শিষ্যদেরকে এখানে পাঠাচ্ছেন। We are very much blessed because after 5 years, 10 years, we will not have this opportunity of getting association of these great personalities who have not taken Prabhupada seriously only. They have taken into their heart. They have taken Prabhupada into their heart. That is the most important thing that we have to learn. That how these Western devotees, Prabhupada's disciples, they have taken Prabhupada into their heart. So that is the secret. That is secret. They are still here. Not they have taken Krishna into their heart. They have taken Prabhupada into their heart. So that is very, very important. So now I would like to request Prabhu, because I want we should distribute awards while devotees are here. If you talk too much, then they will all leave. Then there is nobody to hear to see and bless our devotees.
We will start with the awards. Just a last speaker. I will request Brajabilas Prabhu, because this temple of Vedic Planetarium and book distribution, they're very intimately connected. Very, very intimately connected.
And no program is complete unless Brajabilas Prabhu speaks there. He'll give boost to the whole program.
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे अजानुलंबितौ भुजौ कनकावदातो संकीर्तन के पितरो कमलाय दाक्षो विश्वंबरो द्विजबरो युगधर्म पालो वंदे जगत प्रियकरो करुणावतारो करुणावतारो करुणावतारो. First, I would like to take the blessings of His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj, Jivanath Prabhu, Kripani Prabhu and Amiya Vilas Maharaj to speak a few words and inspire all of you today in book distribution. Morning I was making an announcement. In that announcement, our Hari Sundar Prabhu was asking, Prabhu, is this international book distribution festival or national? I said, in Mayapur, everything is international. There is nothing called national in Mayapur. We do international book distribution. We build the international temple. Everything in Mayapur is international because this is the root And how we water the root? We water the root by book distribution and building this temple of Vedic planetarium. Srila Prabhupada was asked, Prabhupada, what pleases you the most? And Srila Prabhupada said, book distribution and building the temple of Vedic planetarium. This is life. Pran ache yar se hetu prachar. We have life because we distribute books and we build temples. So, we are very, very grateful to all those devotees who have tirelessly, as Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj said, we do whole year marathon. Not only book marathon, we will do temple marathon, we will do development marathon, we will do Goshala marathon. Everything is a marathon here. Everybody runs every day to preach. We are running for you. We are running for you every day. So let us keep the spirits of book distribution and let us appreciate all these book distributors. All of you have to clap from your heart today for all these devotees who have distributed those books tirelessly to keep the Srila Prabhupada movement alive for the next 10,000 years. Let us begin the show now. Hare Krishna.
So we will begin the announcements with the temples. So 5 top temples of the world. We need mridangas and kartals in place. Somebody's got the kartals. So 5th place, New Delhi, Punjab Bagh. Punjabi Bagh. 596 book points. Haribo. 4th place.
So we are beating Delhi.
We're beating Delhi, yes.
He was the one who asked me in the morning whether it is national or international. So you're giving a compliment.
4th place. Mumbai, Juhu Temple.
Anybody is there from Juhu?
Anybody here from
जुहू
Juhu?
मंदिर से कोई है? आइए.
Haribo. 700,076 book, 1,000 book points. Haribo. Anybody here from Pune?
Pune.
Mataji from Pune. Very nice. So Pune, 1,128,000 book points. Haribo. Anybody from New Delhi? East of Kailash. 1,322,000 book points. Haribo. Anybody here from Mayapur? Gordon, come. So Gordon Prabhu, he is leader of our Sankirtan division. Please come, take the... So ISKCON Mayapur, Haribo. Oh, it's beautiful. ISKCON Mayapur, 2,278,000 book points. Haribo.
Hare Krishna, Haribo. তো এটা না এটা অনেকগুলো তোমার তো এই যে গৌরধাম প্রভু his size is small but achievement is very big and to handle 100 devotees who are always on the road is not an easy job. You can manage a temple with 1,000 devotees, but to manage on the road 100 devotees and years after year is great job. So that responsibility he has taken, encouraging 10 party leaders, bookstall, go down. It's a big area, big management. Many people think, oh, preach means no management headache. But Prabhupada did not make a preaching without management headache, right? Preaching means more management headache. So please bless Gaurdham Prabhu. He will be empowered to distribute more and more books. Hare Krishna.
Haribo! So next we will give our awards to our bus leaders, traveling bus leaders. So we will start with we're going from the lowest score to the highest score, from great score to the greatest score. Well, let's put it like that. So number 10, Nityananda Haridas Traveling Sankirtan Party.
Haribo.
Vinoy Ananda Prabhu. Haribo.
Next, keep on announcing.
Number 9, Nitai Gaur Sundra Traveling Sankirtan Party. Manoram Gaur Prabhu. Haribo. Number 8, Mayapur Chandrodaya Traveling Sankirtan Party. Gopal Balak Prabhu. Haribo. Gopal Balak Prabhu is also one of our top book distributors. Number 7, Nishingadev Traveling Sankirtan Party. Achyutananda Gaur Prabhu. Hari Haribo. Number 6, Radha Madhav Traveling Sankirtan Party. Subarna Gaur Prabhu. Haribo. Now top 5. Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Traveling Sankirtan Party. Tushta Baladev Prabhu. Tushta Baladev Prabhu is also one of our top book distributors here in Mayapur. Number 4, Krishna Balaram Traveling Sankirtan Party. Sunirmal Nimai Prabhu. Haribo. Number 3, Panchatattva Traveling Sankirtan Party. Sukmaya Vishwambar Prabhu. Haribo. Number 2, Srila Prabhupada Traveling Sankirtan Party. Bahurup Jagannath Prabhu. Haribo. And number 1, at number 1 this year,
Hold on. Let him go. Okay, number 1.
number 1, Gaur Nitai Traveling Sankirtan Party. Bal Gopal Prabhu. Haribo.
These devotees that distribute books in Bengal, Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya, Bihar, Jharkhand and Orissa. Sometimes Madhya Pradesh also. Haribol.
So now we will be awarding our top book distributors, Mayapur top 10 book distributors. So starting from number 10, 17,721 book points. Sandartha Krishnadas. Number 9, 26,937 book points. Amiya Bilas Prabhu. Number 8, 27,632 book points. Raseshwar Krishna Prabhu. Number 7, 27,727 book points. Subikram Baladev Prabhu. Haribo. Number 6, 29,841 book points. Patit Udhad Govinda Prabhu. Now we are starting with top 5. 31,795 book points. Tushtaram Prabhu. Hari Bol. Number 4. 33,165 book points. Sadhu Sevak Nitai Prabhu. Hari Bol. Number 3. 33,165 book points. Rukmini Valada. Vallabh Prabhu. Hari Bol. Number 2. Second.
Yeah.
Second position. 36,496 book points. Bhakta Ratnamoy. Hari Bol. And number 1 position this year. Second.
Next year will become second.
Okay, number 1. Bhakta Balai.
Bhakta.
Please, please come. Where's Balai?
Jaga. Kanai balai kuthay balai gala.
Balai.
Jai balai Prabhu ke.
48,246 book points. Bhakta
Hari
Balai. Hari Bol.
Balai Prabhu, Nathan Bhakta, new devotee.
He's the keeper.
Balai means Balaram. There's a lot of ball, Shakti. Balaram diyas ko. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. We need more new bhaktas like that, Maharaj.
Congratulations.
We need many new bhaktas like this.
Raseshwar Prabhu is coming. Which place was he? So Raseshwar Prabhu just came, Prabhu. Because Raseshwar Prabhu, come, please receive your award. Raseshwar Prabhu, 27,000 book points. And now? Senior book distributors, yeah? Okay. So these were devotees who travel and distribute books. We have also devotees who distribute books here on the ground. So top 5 book distributors on the ground here in Mayapur.
So Amader, that our book distribution is not only by Sankirtan devotees. Actually Mayapur, everybody is book distributor. Every department that distribute books. Now he'll announce Namahata, Samadhi, guest house. Every department are engaged in distributing books. Prabhu will announce their scope. And also His Holiness Bhaktivijay Maharaj, he is distributing books in a very nice, different technique way. So now some awards for them.
So Mayapur devotees, Mayapur book distributors, on the campus book distributors here.
Yes.
So 5th place, 43,342 book points. Prematma Gauranga Prabhu.
Hariva.
Number 4, 47,382 book points. Ananta Acharya Prabhu. Third place here in Mayapur on the ground. 50,144 book points. Bhaktiman Gadadhar Prabhu. Hari Bol. Number 2. 73,078 book points. Subal Gol Prabhu. Hari Bol. Number 1. Subal Gol Prabhu. So number 1. Very special soul, very special devotee of Mayapur. He has been traveling for over how many years now?
Not traveling, distributing.
So he's been distributing books here in Mayapur, firstly on the bus for over last 30 years now, doing book distribution here on the ground. before Basa.
তো ব্যাপার হচ্ছে His Holiness Bhaktivijay Maharaj, he has a special group of book distributors and he is engaging all Grihastha devotees, like 30 families that distributing books, because that was the desire of His Holiness Jivanath Maharaj. He always encourages, why only Brahmachari will distribute books? Grihastha should also distribute books. Now Maharaj very tactfully engaging 30 families constantly throughout the year that distributing books, and also under the blessings and guidance of Jivanath Prabhu. Haribo.
Haribo. So, Bhaktivijay Maharaj is here. So, after last person on the ground, Maharaj is giving class online. On behalf of Bhaktivijay Maharaj, his assistant will collect the award. But before the assistant comes, the first #1 book distributor on the campus with 74,072 book points is Kamalapati Prabhu.
Haribo. Okay. কোথায়? Huh? Ekachakra. Kamalapati Prabhu has gone to Ekachakra. He for last 30-40 years distributing books. Always he goes on traveling. Huh? Now he distributes books from here on campus. এটা প্রভুকে দিয়ে দেবে। কোথায় গেল? এই দিয়ে দাও। প্রভুকে দেবে। প্রভুর জন্য। প্রভুকে দিয়ে দেবে।
So of course, as Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj pointed out, we also have two very special devotees who are distributing books and having their teams helping and supporting them. So Bhaktivijay Maharaj is one of them. What is that? So Bhaktivijay Maharaj, with his team, he has distributed books worth of 179,000 book points.
Haribo. So Bhaktivijay Maharaj not only engaging people in book distribution, he himself also doing the highest book distribution. अपने आचार्य धर्म जेबारे सिखाए. He is teaching and also himself distributing, and he day and night he thinks how to do this book distribution. And he is able secretary, servant, empowered also. On behalf of Maharaj, he is accepting this.
So now, so we will call Deva Gauranga Prabhu now. So here in Mayapur, a very, very strong and solid book distribution pillar is His Holiness Japataka Swami Maharaj. Haribo. So him and his team have distributed books worth of 6,613 book points. Haribo. 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 So I will request Haribo. Haribo. So over 4 lakhs of book points. So I will request Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj to speak a little bit about Maharaj, Japataka Maharaj's book distribution effort.
When I joined ISKCON, that time His Holiness Jivanath Guru Maharaj, he used to take Sankirtan bus personally, take us out and book. First book distribution I went with him to Bardhaman, 78, when big flood came, that time. That time he was selling books, Gita Arkan for 1 rupee, Since then he has started. Not only he was selling books, he was printing also. with Teddle machine here, printer. There's printing and distributing, and since that I have been seeing, still now, he is not only distributing books, he is the topmost book distributor, right? Every evening class he gives, and he must distribute some books, otherwise his class is not complete unless he distributes books. So because of his mercy, his inspiration, his dedication to Srila Prabhupada, the Sankirtan book distribution is so lively here, and the Sankirtan is the ornament of our ISKCON, each and every temple. That's why I always say, any temple, they have no book distribution. The widow temple, widow, you know widow? You will not understand. In India, widows means you cannot put any ornaments. Widows, they don't put ornaments. So no book distribution means you are widow temple. You have no ornaments, no book distribution. So we are very blessed to have His Holiness Jivanath Maharaj, our top guidance here, under whose guidance book distribution is always flourishing. For Prabhupada Centennial, we had a target to have 10 buses and 100 book distributors. But till now, we are never been able to grow more than beyond 10. We always remain 10, right? And also 100. As soon as it was 100, some people they leave Sankirtan. Some people they leave. So that's why we are focusing now, engaging more Grihastha devotees. Because our target is, when TOVP will open, we will have in Mayapur 100 book tables, and we will have 1,000 book distributors, to make sure that each and every person, they will come here, not only go back, wow, Sahib Mandir, kitna bada, how big, not all that. Each person, when they go out of the gate, must have book with them. Then only putting so much effort, so much money, so much blood into this TOVP will be successful. That will be pleasing to Srila Prabhupada. So that is our goal. Please pray for us and bless us for that. Hari Bol.
So on behalf of Jivanath Maharaj's servant, we receive the garland and the word.
On
Divya
behalf
Gauranga.
of Guru Maharaj and Deva Gauranga. Deva Gauranga Prabhu is the biggest book distributors. Now some of the book distributors, they are engaged in Guru Maharaj Seva. Hare Krishna.
So this is indeed a very wonderful year for us, because Mayapur always, every year, we struggle a little bit with, there's always... So in Mayapur, we always have a little bit of worry every year, because we are always very close between Mayapur and east of Kailash, ISKCON Delhi. We always struggle, but this year we managed to almost double ISKCON Delhi. Haribo! So we are very, very satisfied.
Because of COVID, you had problem, huh?
So it's a very wonderful year for us, and of course this high scores of book distribution wouldn't be possible without participation of all Mayapur devotees and all Mayapur departments and divisions. So to close up this program, I wanted to mention 5 top book distributing divisions of Mayapur. Of course, as Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj pointed out, we want everybody to distribute books. On this list we have a Goshala department. Our Grihastha Council is there distributing books. Jayapataka Maharaj's office. Central Division is also distributing. Everybody is encouraged here in Mayapur to distribute books. Everybody is obliged, has loving obligation to Srila Prabhupada to distribute books. But we have no time to glorify everybody. We will go with 5 top book distributing departments of Mayapur. So number 5, with 177,000 books, book points, Samadhi department. Haribo! Bhakta Janapriya Prabhu is here. Number 4, Varun Gopal Prabhu here. Anybody from Life Member Department, Life Patron Department? So 17,822 book points. Haribo! Number 3, Mayapur preaching extension. ISKCON Durgapur, 39,618 book points. Haribo! Number 2, ISKCON Gita Study Course Department, 40,295 book points. Haribo!
Gita course क्यों नहीं? Gita course?
Anybody from Gita course? And number 1, 3,88,786 book points. ISKCON Mayapur Namahata Division. Haribo! Anybody from Namahata? Rajaraj Kane Prabhu, please come on behalf of Central. Take Mala. So this is on behalf of Central and ISKCON Malda Maharaj. You give some Mala. Rajaraj Prabhu ki jai. So,
okay, हो गया?
one last.
जल्दी करो. 9 बजे से प्रसाद पावे.
So before we close, we want to take this opportunity to also thank Kripani Prabhu for inspiring all of us and living the life, walking the walk, or whatever they call it in English. Not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. And distributing books for last 50 years and coming here, giving his association and inspiring all of us. So we have a small gift from Sankirtan Department for Prabhu. Gordon Prabhu, you give or somebody give. Go. Kripani Prabhu first.
The only reason is I'm not good at anything else. I don't know about management or anything, so I just keep doing probably a few books.
I think Prabhupada used to send the best people for Sankirtan. Haribo! The useless guys did everything else. So, thank you, Jivanath. Next, we want a special thanks to Jivanath Prabhu. Jivanath Prabhu is not just walking the walk, he is dancing the walk. Haribo! Thank you so much, Jivanath Prabhu. We are great inspiration. We're so happy to have you, both of you here. We're very, very, very inspired by your association. Then also we want to take this opportunity to give our special thanks to His Holiness Bhaktivijay Maharaj. So, of course, our Sankirtan is very big, so we need some people not only to inspire, but also to come up with some good ideas and some good management policy, so that it can continue very, very nicely. So Maharaj has been not only inspiring, but he always comes with a good management idea, good financial support, good manpower support, so that this Sankirtan is not neglected, but it shines very nicely like the jewel of Mayapur. So our special thanks to His Holiness Bhaktivijay Maharaj, one of our #1 preachers here in Mayapur. Bhaktivijay Maharaj ki jai. So with this special thanks, we would like to conclude the program. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Radha Madhavashtusha ki vrinda ki jai, Shri Panchatattva ki jai, Narasimhadev Bhagavan ki jai, Samaveta Gaura Bhakta vrinda ki jai, Jai Nitai Go.
Hold on. Roko. 2 minutes. हम लोग विल फिनिश क्विकली. अदरवाइज जी आप लोग से ब्लेसिंग मिले ना, कर्स मिल जाएगा, प्रसाद लेट हो जाता है ना, इसलिए we don't want to delay more. But one thing I would like to thank, this Sankirtan is flourishing. It would not flourish if you did not get the support of Mayapur top management. I have seen the top management, whatever mood they have, that department flourish. For whatever they are for, that flourish. Because our co-directors, Brajavilas Prabhu, especially Subhakshan Prabhu, he is always with us. Whenever Gordham calls him, he is ready to come, only because of the support. And our Sankirtan is flourishing, so much shops, buildings, vehicles, everything. So from the core of my heart, on behalf of all Sankirtan devotees, I would like to thank all co-directors, especially Subhakshan Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, actually it's not so selfless as you said. We all understand that these projects will never be success without successful book distribution. So special thanks to our Sankirtan devotees. Please do the wonderful job that you're doing and please grow. And let us know what we can do to help you to grow. Thank you, Maharaj.
Okay, we can end the program. So we beg forgiveness to all of you for delaying you for 10 minutes. Please don't curse us, give her blessings and go take honor prasadam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So prasad is outside. Please take some prasad organized by our Sankirtan department. You get some book distribution Shakti if you take it. Don't go to other place. Take prasad here.
Transcendental book distribution ke Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ke Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo.